How we going, lads?
Good, mate. Good to be back in the booth. How you
Good,
going?
Pete. Yep.
The first potty for the year for the for 2.0.
That's it.
Yeah, it's good to get back into it. We've had a bit of practice lately with some drafts in the WDL league.
Absolutely, yep.
I don't know how much practice it's really going to be, but
No, that's it. Well, it was funny that when you asked me to come on here, I was like, I honestly hadn't looked at anything in 2.0 in probably the past 6 months. So I jumped on there and had a quick look, and I've got a fair idea of what we're going to talk about today on the keepers.
yeah, yep. Any thoughts there, Matt?
It'll be different, obviously, from the draft we're doing now because everybody's kept 10 players. So it's like jumping into round 11, really.
Yeah, that's it.
But
Kind of.
there will still be talent, yeah, and obviously rookies coming in.
Yep.
Couple side bets getting thrown out early, which is good to see.
I
Been
think
a bit of chatter.
Bit of
I may have
speculation.
another side bet coming up.
Bit of speculation from the old boy here on actually who was first, but officially it was me and Ranksford, just for the record.
Oh, hang on. Well, I missed all that. What?
Well, he was trying to claim he was the first side bet of the year.
Oh, all right.
Well, that's the official one on the post that's pinned. These
Well,
guys make them
there's been-
behind closed doors.
There's been a
so-
couple. There was a Packers-Bears one
Yeah, that's
that was
there.
being talked about.
Who was that?
No, that's on there. Me and Pat.
Between him and Pat.
I should be getting odds
yep,
because
yep,
the
yep.
Packers are a playoff
Was it
team.
more
It was
most
just
wins, wasn't it?
regular season wins, so I'm an
Yep.
underdog there. But
And then there was Jared running his mouth yesterday.
yeah, that's nothing unusual.
3 wins. 3 wins?
Yeah, he's a big talker, but when the money came out, he switched up to 7 real
Well,
quick.
I didn't want to side bet him. I just threw it out there. I'm like, yeah, someone will side bet this for sure. 3 wins, come on. So there's more talent on that team than a 3-win team.
He has definitely earned the title of clown, whether he finishes last or not. He's a clown.
He's also a pretty good fisherman too.
Is he?
Yeah. He catches the old boy.
That's what you see the thing I threw out there.
Why is it that that's always the fallback? That he makes stupid
No,
statements.
he was fishing for anyone.
We're not talking
mate.
about Joey here. We're talking about, right?
No, I know we're talking about Jared, but that's what he does. He makes dumb statements, and then when somebody calls me, he's fishing.
No, but yeah, we were running it back for the third. Hill and Jacob.
Hill and Jefferson.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably on the bad end of that.
I reckon.
this
No,
year.
I reckon he can't stay healthy, mate.
Yeah,
Oh no, I mean,
he might.
I
have
reckon
to-
Jefferson. I've got Jefferson as.
yeah, that's what I mean. With Jefferson, I just don't.
Do you think Hill's the fave?
Oh yeah.
No, but
No, I think he'll have a massive year.
Hill has got to spend time looking after kids. He won't have time.
He's
to
up
get
to
a lot
12
of,
now. Eh?
Yet again.
They found a couple more.
He won't have a lot of time to catch passes when he's babysitting and changing diapers.
How do you actually have 5 kids in 1 year?
Yeah.
Not hard, Pete.
That's right. It's just standard out of Rain Man, really. Always taking the better of the deal, you know? Like, he's got
Well,
quarter odds. I'll take the harder one. That's all
in
good.
his defence, he
Shout out,
probably
Raymond.
didn't have the better in the last couple of years.
Well, Jefferson was on the sideline
But then
all
Jefferson got hurt, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
There's no in his defense. He's defenseless.
But yeah, if I had to pick between the two, I'd definitely be on Hill's side of the bargain this year. Not saying that Jefferson can't, but I'd definitely prefer to be sitting there with the Hill over Jefferson for this season.
Very good.
Yeah.
Righto, so how we want to roll? You want to start us off on what team we go through?
Yeah, all right. I figured we'd start from the champs and work our way down. Thankfully, Dave's actually done us a bit of a favour here. He's basically done his keepers already, so.
It'd be interesting to see who he actually threw back and who we disagreed with. But
Well, I know one that I probably would have kept that he threw back was Ernest Jones over. Probably would have kept him over Terrell Bernard, but he's made his decision there because he's already got 5.
well, he's got 11, so he's got to drop.
Yeah, he's got one offensive player. He's got to move out.
Yeah.
So I actually spoke to him the other day about it. He said Jordan Love, Anthony Richardson, definitely.
They're locks, yeah.
Gibbs was a definite. Samuel was a definite. And then he was tossing up between Taylor and Evan Ingram.
That's how I broke his team down looking at it. That's how I had it as. But it was a matter of if he's going to be a homer pick and pick Taylor. But I would probably lean towards Ingram, if I'm honest. It just depends on the Colt aspect.
Yeah. What are your thoughts, mate?
I think I'd have to agree with what Jake first said. I mean, you like your team.
Yep.
Dave's probably going to keep Taylor. I can't blame him because he's a Colt, and Taylor's good. So, yeah, I'd say you got to. If it comes down to a Bear and another guy, then they're both about the same. I'd take the Bear.
I think Taylor could have a big year this year as long as he's healthy, and as long as Anthony Richardson stays healthy.
That's the problem, boy. They're saying he's
the amount of attention that he will drag on the running game. You just got to look at the Bears when Fields was healthy and running well. Their running game was unstoppable.
It was, yeah.
It's so much harder to defend that extra person that can run out of the backfield. So.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah, like you said, this team's pretty well. It's ready to go. He's got one guy.
Yeah, he's done us a favour there.
Take the Colts aspect out of it. I'm taking Ingram though.
I'm not sure. I'm not big on keeping tight ends. Any of them, to be honest.
Iron Mike Ditka, if he was there, you wouldn't keep him.
You'd keep Laporta.
I don't know. It depends on what else I had.
Yeah.
Taxi squad wise, he's got Puka.
Yeah, pretty good taxi squad. He's got a CB there.
Who cares about that cornerback? Surely there was something else you could have picked up.
Anyway. What about, so as a snapshot though, what do we think of his team?
Oh, that's pretty solid.
Pretty solid offense.
Yep.
Defense, solid enough.
I think Bosa bounces back with a better year this year.
He's got some holes there though, in some really high scoring
I
positions.
probably wouldn't have kept. Actually, I probably wouldn't have kept Danico Autry. I probably would have kept Ernest Jones and rolled the 4 linebackers. At least, I don't particularly like 4 linebackers in this league.
Yeah.
But it's 4 pretty damn good linebackers that'll score. I mean, Akaraki's top 5 easy linebackers. 4 is
he was an ex-Colt, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
So was bloody Danico Autry.
And 4 is consensus number 1 linebacker pretty much on every format. So, but Ernest Jones, I probably would have kept over Danico Autry.
Yeah, look, I think everybody's 10 keepers are going to be good.
Of course, it's a 10 team.
He's got a good team. That's a good team.
Yeah.
All right, good stuff.
All right. So, next person up is Spirit. He hasn't done us anywhere near the amount of favours.
Yeah.
And he's always got that ready-made excuse, how I haven't looked at it.
Well, I think he's not kidding. I don't think he has looked at it.
So you're saying he's busy at work and home looking after kids?
I don't know.
I've got a couple of
I think he might be too busy going to see some gigs. Actually, I think that's.
Is that the way it operates?
Yeah, pretty much.
When you're the head honcho, you can do whatever you want. Eh?
I think you can almost help him out here and give him 2 definite keepers.
Well, look, Josh
Tua.
Allen and Tua.
Yeah, so you lock them away. So he's got 2 real good quarterbacks.
Yep.
And then you're looking at names like James Cook, Ayuk, Devontae Smith, George Kittle. I mean, there's 4 there.
Nico.
Collins, but they've got Diggs now. It would be interesting to see who's going to get more there at Houston.
Well, Stroud's used to playing with Collins. He's never played with Diggs.
Diggs is a hard one to project this year. He looked so bad.
Guys coming in, too. I really feel guys coming in. Like, Stroud's comfortable with Collins. He doesn't know Diggs.
Yeah, it's funny. Look,
it takes a while.
When Tank Dell was healthy last year, him and Collins were pretty much pacing each other.
Yeah.
They were on very similar numbers. When Tank went down, obviously Nico's numbers skyrocketed.
Quarterbacks in the NFL seem to really get into a rhythm with certain receivers, and guys they haven't played with, it takes a while to adjust.
Yep.
I actually don't mind Christian Watson too.
Yeah, no, I don't.
A lot of mouths on Green Bay.
There is. It's hard. They're a real hard team to predict.
They got 5 receivers and 2 tight ends.
Watson was their number 1 when he was healthy.
And then Reed just exploded last year pretty well.
He did.
Wicks is good. Duke Romeo.
Yeah,
Jones is good.
it's so hard. They're so deep.
I mean, there's a lot of guys.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
For me, and I mean Ayuk's situation's a bit iffy at the moment too.
He's pretty good though.
Yeah, but
they got a lot of mouths.
Where's he at?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if he goes to another team, he'd still be pretty good.
Yeah, 100%. They're talking. Who was it? Commanders.
Yeah, that was the Clown Boys.
No, there's some.
Yeah.
There is some momentum on it.
Yeah, I know there is, but anything that comes out of Clown Boy, you got to take it for granted.
He's
Shout out to Rain Man.
because he played college ball with what's the name? Daniels
Yeah.
at is it Arizona? Arizona State.
Arizona
I think it
State
was,
is
yeah.
when they played together.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, look, pretty good offense, really, so he's got plenty to choose
So-
from.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Devontae Smith is good.
Devontae Smith.
Deontay Johnson's
Yep.
going to Carolina. I mean, he's got some hard
Yep.
choices to make.
Defensive-wise, I've got, obviously, another two standouts.
Yeah,
It's Crosby
Max and Garrett.
Yeah, Crosby and
Garrett,
Garrett.
they pick themselves.
Really, you keep Crosby? Holy cow!
Yeah.
I'd say throw him back so I can get him.
please put him back.
Please put him back.
I actually don't, because Robbie will just take him.
I'm pretty high. I would throw in Logan Wilson there too as one. He took him in the 9th round last year and he scored 340s, so
Yeah.
staple linebacker.
I was sort of between Logan Wilson and Kaiser White.
Yeah, I'd lean towards Wilson.
I like White this year.
Mm.
Between him and Buddha, they seem to be the most probable tackle candidates
Yeah.
for the Cardinals this
Zayvon
year.
Collins is pretty good.
Yeah, are they
He had
still
a bad-
are they still dabbling at edge, or is he?
He's been playing edge, but
Yeah.
he's down as a DE in the
Yep.
thing. But he last year had an average year, but man, the year before he was like 400 points.
Yeah, well, Kaiser White did that, and I think he was injured about week 11 or something like
Yeah,
that. So
he's decent.
Yeah.
He's pretty decent.
I mean, whether you consider him a keeper or not is
Cameron
yeah.
Curl, I'm big on. He's
Cam-
landed in a good spot.
Yeah, Rams safeties haven't done well over the years.
Mm.
Haven't scored particularly well.
Yeah, they're also missing a Mr. Donald this year too.
Yeah,
so
They're missing a lot more than just
balls
Donald.
flying around.
that might be opening
You
up
wanna-
a huge
Yeah,
tackle
cool.
I was
opportunity.
gonna say, you
cool.
want to talk about tackle opportunities. Who is there?
Where's this bloke going to sign?
Yeah, look, he'll be there somewhere.
Not with the
eventually.
Saints. I don't think he keeps him.
No. He's got some decisions to make there.
Yeah, defense.
Richie Grant's a good strong,
He's not
good solid
He's
safety.
not the starter anymore.
Oh, is he?
He got beaten out to DeMarco Helms.
Helms.
Last year, Helms started.
Yeah, you're right.
At
So
the
what
end.
are they? He was still scoring though.
He did score, yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
mean Grant was still
I
scoring.
know Grant was scoring. I know.
What were they must have been playing him at Nickelback or something.
Might have been, but Helms started strong safety about the last 5 or 6 games, and now he's down number 1 on the depth chart. So he
No, I
beat
had
Grant.
seen it, but
Let's
He
have a
beat
look
Grant
at
out.
his taxi there. He's got Hyatt and Dorian Williams. Not bad.
yeah, right.
They could. I mean, they're not going to probably
they
give
both
you.
they both could get another year on taxi or
Yeah, that's right.
They're probably not going to be
because
brought up now. No.
get churned over.
We don't know if Eli's coming back or if Danny Dimes is going to hang on to that
I
job.
saw a clip of Danny Dimes throwing the ball around this morning. Actually, everyone was commenting on how well he was moving. So,
Okay.
what was that? 8 months after ACL surgery. So,
Yeah, there you go.
yeah, pretty hard. Spirit's got a lot of decisions to make there.
Yep.
So, what do we got now?
Here we go.
Jake, I'm hoping you've got a bit of a clue on what you
I've
might be
got a
keeping.
clue, mate. I haven't. I'm the same spirit though. I haven't even cut it down at all. But here's what I'm going with. So I've got 6 names on both sides of the footy. So I'm trying to figure
6.
out, to get it to where I
Anguish
can get it.
decisions.
I've got it down to definitely keeping Herbert, Henry, Lamb, and Olave.
Hang
But
on.
I mean,
Hang on,
Herbert, Henry.
Lamb,
Lamb
and Olave.
I thought you might put CD back. I didn't think you'd want to keep him.
Yeah, I was going to say. I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind him either.
Yeah. So those 4 are locked. Now it's between. I know people will laugh, but I've got it between Levis at QB. My boy Brady came out and said he's the most underrated quarterback in the league. So
I actually knew you had a bit of a hard on for him, actually.
I am not
me
laughing.
and your father had a bit of a talk about
mate,
this
Levis
last year.
is going to explode this year.
I'm
You
not-
watch.
Well, he's got every chance.
Every chance.
I'm not laughing. He's got a chance.
I've got it. Well, you could throw Barkley, but I'm not a big running back man.
No.
Definitely Pittman is in contention.
Yep.
He gets so many targets in Indianapolis.
Pittman's tied to Richardson too, though, and you never know how.
Cole Kmet could be a favourite target for Caleb Williams, but
I think there's too many mouths to feed there now, to be honest.
I'll probably lean towards Michael Pittman.
I mean, for
If
Komet.
they
For
play,
Komet,
well,
I think
what I'm
there's
saying
too
is
many.
if they play like some of the old, like Air Coryell when the
Yeah.
Chargers were rolling, if the Bears just throw all the time, there won't be too many miles. If they try and run and throw, I would love to see them come out like the old AFL teams used to play when they passed every down.
You know, Scary Terry is. I just saw a stat. He was one of two that four last years. He's had 1,000 yards receiving.
Yeah, he sort of caps out at that.
Yeah, he does, but he's
that
consistent. He gets you 300 points.
He's also
every year.
got Daniels this year, the best quarterback.
Well, it can't be any worse than what he's had. So.
No, Daniels is good.
So he's pretty good.
He's a
But
Heisman Trophy
I'm probably leaning towards Pittman, but I'm really thinking about Levis there too. I do got Stroud on my taxi though, so that's kind of.
If it was me, I'd probably lean to.
Yeah, Pittman's pretty good. Yeah.
I could see either one of them.
Yeah.
And then on defense, I've got the same issue. I'm definitely
Well,
keeping.
you're not keeping Aaron Donald.
No, I'm keeping Bolton, Winfield, Brisker, and Thibodeau as my lock 4. And then I've got it down to guys like McKinney, Fred Warner. There's some, I'm probably going to lean towards the safety. I'm pretty high on safety, so I'm going to keep McKinney. He had 435.
So
Green Bay safeties scare me though.
Yeah,
They just.
we've had this conversation too.
Yeah.
They haven't scored well in the past.
They got good linebackers too.
They've got a stack of linebackers.
They do have good, but McKinney's pretty good.
Yeah,
And
I don't know if it's their scheme. I don't know if they just force them back where they play too deep.
It could be that scheme. It could be because and their linebackers
Fred
are
Warner
very
is
good.
like similar to Scary Terry though. He caps at about that.
Yeah, he doesn't go any higher.
No, he doesn't go any higher, but he's guaranteed getting you consistent.
You know
points.
that's pretty solid.
and
Oh, it
every
is.
week.
Well, if you pull in 350
Yeah.
for a linebacker,
Pretty
That's
good.
pretty solid. He is very good. Yeah, that's a tough
He's
call.
always regarded as the best
That's a tough call.
NFL linebacker too. All the players play.
Yeah, he's
and all
a really good NFL player.
that.
Fantasy,
Spillane.
he's pretty good.
it's hard to know how his numbers will go with DD back too. So.
Yeah, I think he had a big year. I won't go near Spillane.
Spillane is every down.
I think he'll still score.
Yeah,
it's
he
just a
will.
matter of whether Divine Diablo being
Yeah,
healthy
he's not.
eats into it a little bit.
He's 75%.
But yeah, it's really down to Warner and McKinney on that.
Yeah.
Well, them 4 are pretty staples. The other ones I've got, and then you've got Stroud and Anderson. Pretty happy with that. So.
Oh yeah, that's
No,
a
that's good
beautiful
keepers.
taxi. God.
I'm predicting they're not going to be on the taxi.
No,
next
Stroud,
Nah,
you might as well
I'm
keep
bringing
it
them.
down there.
I'm bringing them both up.
Yeah, that's what
Oh
I meant.
no, keep Stroud another year down there. Come on.
Yeah, please. Just give everyone else a chance.
Well, I figure next year Henry drops off as my keeper because he's only got probably one in Baltimore. So I'll just bring Stroud up.
Oh, yeah, Henry's
Henry's only this year.
There's only at some point it's just going to run out for him.
Oh, when he wins the Super Bowl this year, according to the clowns,
Or he might retire if he does that.
he ain't gonna be retiring then because they ain't winning no Super Bowl.
But overall, pretty happy with the keepers.
No, for sure, man. No, it's a strong team.
Yeah.
All right.
Who
What
are
do
you
we-
leaning towards out of interest before McKinney or Warner?
He likes to. I'd have to say he'd go Warner, but
Probably Warner,
Yeah.
but it's close. It's yeah.
who's up next?
Good question.
Who do we got next?
I've got them in order here, so.
Prafi.
Profky. I guarantee he has
Auto draft. Can you auto draft your keepers, Pete? Can you just auto draft your keepers?
I can do it. I'll send Jefferson back. I don't think you want to keep him.
Ice cold now. Actually, I had. This is funny as for Profky because I've actually got Profky as one of offensively wise. He's
he's
probably got the
pretty
best
strong.
keepers out of the 5 almost
Yeah.
for this year anyway. Maybe not in the
he's-
future, but he's got.
Well, he's probably caught some luck there. Tyreek thought he was going to retire.
Yeah. So Rogers
Then when you pump out 5 babies
Many
in a year,
kids, yeah.
all of a sudden the bank account's just getting hammered.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I reckon. I don't know
child support's
if you
gonna
can
take care of
disagree
it.
with these ones, but
Well, you got,
You know that
He-
Patriots running back just signed an
He's a
extension.
stud,
He
yeah.
is a stud.
but I don't think you can keep him, can you?
no, you
You
can't.
could.
Well, you got to lock in Hill and
Well,
Jefferson.
Hill Jefferson,
A lock.
Yeah.
he'll probably he'll keep Dak.
And A-Rod.
Murray. I'd rather.
That's the one he's throwing back, I
Yeah,
think.
I'd keep Murray over
Yeah, but
Rodgers.
Pat
I
won't.
would too, but that's Pat's quarterback.
Yeah, you got to go, Rod.
What happens if he snaps his Achilles in the first fucking series again?
Pat won't put those. He will not put those knee pads on for just anybody, but he puts them on for Gayrod.
Well, all right. Well, who's his other keeper then?
I got him as McBride. He's a big McBride fan.
McBride, yeah, he loves McBride.
And I actually rate McBride with Arizona.
That was a trade I gave
Honestly-
him when I felt sorry for him.
I'd keep the 3 QPs if he wants to go that path.
The 3 what?
Quarterbacks.
QBs, yeah. They are pretty good. Murray's a tough throwback.
I couldn't throw Kyler Murray back in.
I couldn't throw Kyler Murray back either, but I'm not a Packers fan.
If you're going to put a gun to my head and had
Who's
to
he
pick,
play for now? The Jets for a play or two,
Rodgers.
a series. Yeah.
Yeah.
He might make it first quarter.
I'd keep Rodgers over any tight end. If you want to go a quarterback, I don't know.
I'm predicting he takes McBride.
He
He's
probably
big
will.
on McBride.
Yeah.
He is big on McBride.
And he traded for him.
Yeah, he traded for him. I gave him to him, like I said.
All right. What are we looking at defensively?
A collusion trade. Add that to the list.
He's my buddy, old Pat.
So defense, he's kind of, I don't know, struggling here. I've got him locking in Wilkins.
Wilkins is
a
pretty
lock.
tough.
You reckon?
He's pretty high on Simmons, but he took him in the 9th last year, I see.
Man, look what
I think Simmons might have his career year this year.
Yeah, Simmons is good.
He's
I
a
love
chance to have
Simmons.
it.
He's pretty good.
Does Khalil Mack have 1 year left?
Yeah, I think he'll lean towards
Well,
him.
he benched him for that 100-point game, so.
But he only knows 4 names on his roster, and Khalil Mack is one of them. So JJ, A-Rod, Khalil.
What about, is there any chance he keeps Douglas Rasul? He talks him up all the time, Douglas.
Good former Green Bay corner.
He is tough.
And he's, I mean, that's...
Yeah, he is good.
He is good.
What about Patrick Queen?
Patrick Queen's a chance.
Yeah, he's one that, I don't know, he's scored 357.
TJ Edwards is a definite chance.
Yeah, TJ Edwards is good. He's with the Bears, yeah.
Julian Love.
I'll tell you, now looking at his team, I think Douglas Rasul might be a keeper for him. It's pretty weak after that. His safeties aren't.
Who's he with now? Buffalo, Rasul Douglas, yeah.
Yeah.
He is a Packer though, ex-Packer.
He's not quite as good as Charles Jamal was back in the day.
No, he was tough.
What else you got there? Harold Landry's a possible keeper too.
Well, he took him in the 6th. That was a bit of a reach last year, but he did score.
He did score.
Oh, he's a good defense.
Landry's pretty solid. He's another one of those guys that he makes tackles and sacks, so he at least gets you. He never has a zero.
He's got options there.
You never know what Ice Cold's going to do, though. So
he might just turn around and keep all his corners.
Is there an auto keep feature in this league?
He should check. He'd be good on that.
They don't do that.
Yeah, auto select keepers.
Yeah, that'd be good for him.
At least he wouldn't have to look at it then, I guess.
He'd be stuck with 4 QBs. They'd probably want him to keep Mayfield as well.
Probably. Has he got Baker as well?
Yeah,
but Baker's he's pretty solid.
His QB room is second to none. That's from his experience that he played QB for.
Yeah, that's right. He played QB for the Wolverines. Yeah. Yes, he did. Yeah. He played there.
Yeah, that's why he likes Dak so much. What was his? He had a cadence that he actually mimicked, and it was Dak. Here we go. Yeah, Pat. Yeah, and then next play threw a pick. It was almost a spitting image of Dak Prescott.
He asked the head coach if he could use that cadence, and I said no. And he went ahead and did it anyway.
And then pursued to miss the tackle and get ripped by the old boy.
I guess quarterbacks can't tackle, but we'll forgive that one.
But
shout out to Pat.
He's a deep safety. That's all they were supposed to do, isn't it?
Yeah. Shout out to Pat. That's for sure.
Good old Pat.
Well, I was going to say something. Now I've lost my train of thought.
Who's he got for Taxi Squad?
That's what I was looking at.
Another guy I traded him.
He's got
O'Connell. Yeah.
He's got QBs coming out of the years.
He's my buddy. He's my red date.
And then Pace. Yeah.
Red dead partner.
For O'Connell too. Man, that is collusion, that trade you and Pat did.
Yeah, it was a little bit. But not as bad as Dave and Pete. But anyway, we won't go there.
Touch on that.
Yeah.
Whatever. All right, let's move on to next team. Joey's actually done the job for us here, I think.
What's he got it down to? 13.
Pretty bloody close anyway.
Well, obviously Lamar, Breece Hall, St. Brown. See, now, he's got his defense already sorted, I think. No, he's got 6 and 7.
He's showing 13.
Yeah, so he's got 7 offense.
He's got 6
okay.
I'd get rid of Williams for the running back.
Yeah, I couldn't keep Kyron Williams. No. Not after they drafted Blake Corum.
And
Too
I know
much.
you disagree with tight ends, but I would actually take both tight ends he's got there, Hawkinson and Laporta. I'd flick Etienne
I'm
back.
not
Hawkinson's
keeping
hurt.
Hawkinson, man.
He's
no
hurt.
way.
Is he?
He's going to miss
He
half the
did- he-
season.
Oh, okay.
At
Yeah,
least.
he's
There you
ACL.
go. There's
now.
my,
He blew his ACL out in
Yeah,
week
late.
17 or
no,
something like that.
yeah,
He's-
no, you couldn't keep Hawkinson. No
I-
way.
Well, then
that's why-
Etienne has to
this
be
is
it.
where I'm going to reference
Etienne.
to the WDL leagues. I can't believe how early Hawkinson's been getting
Yeah,
drafted.
he's hurt. Higby's the same.
His knee got destroyed.
Higby got hurt later than
Yep.
Hawkinson.
Yeah, I think
Those
it was
guys-
a week later.
Yeah, those guys aren't going to be back at least for half the season. So, no, it'll be
Laporta, and it'll be Junior.
Lamar.
Etienne Junior.
And I don't know what's his name. You got to keep Amon Ra. That Williams is still getting
No.
pretty high talked about.
Yeah,
taking
I can't do it.
Absa.
Not after they spent the second rounder on Corum.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, Etienne's pretty good. So
Yeah, I'd take Etienne over
that's probably the
over
five.
Williams.
So what's D?
Ball.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's easy. One guy's got to go.
Probably get rid of Brooks or Derek Brown, one of them two. Bates.
Well, he's, Derek Brown. I don't know. Hutchison, you
Jordan.
Get ready for it. Here comes a hot take.
Bynum.
I'm sending Cam Bynum back.
I'm
go
saying
Bynum.
Bynum too. He's a freak.
Mate, I've looked at
No.
I've looked at numbers, and how the hell he got
Yeah.
what he got
Yeah,
last year?
I don't
I've
know
got no
either.
idea.
Yeah, it was
He
just big.
doesn't
It was,
play. He doesn't play in the
I don't
box.
think it's repeatable.
it was interception pass
He
defense.
doesn't play in the
that's
box.
nice.
He's-
No.
I've got. Yeah, there's another spreadsheet I've done.
Yeah.
That shows actually where they were lined up on each play and all this.
He's way back.
He's way back.
He's another Pat Profke back there.
but
Only he gets a little more few picks than Pat Profke.
well, he gives up about as many completions too, apparently,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
he had about an 85% completion percentage against him.
yeah, that figure is misleading for him. I agree.
Yeah, I don't think it's repeatable. He
Look-
might.
Look how he acquired him. First come, first served.
Oh yeah, waivers. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, he went. No, I can't see buying him.
Well, he had Metellus too, didn't he?
Yeah, well,
And then he's
And
got.
in all honesty,
Metellus is
I would have
pretty-
kept Metellus over Bynum.
Metellus plays in the slot. He gets a lot of tackles.
And then he's got
Like-
two real good
He actually lined up in the A gap.
Yeah.
taxi squad
Oh,
guys.
he's got two real good tackles.
What have we got? Zay and
Yeah.
Byron Young.
I
Those
traded
guys
him,
are
Zay.
bright futures there, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, he's made the job pretty easy for.
Actually,
easy
we
for
did the
us,
little taxi squad swap when I
Where
took
does
Anderson
that
off him
trade
and he
go?
took.
Yeah, where's the
Lance.
collusion trade there? Who was that
They're
with?
both good players.
Wasn't he the
What
best?
did you get for O'Connell and?
Was he the best manager wedding?
Yeah, well, who did you get for O'Connell and who was the other guy you gifted? Oh, McBride. What did you get off Rocky?
What did
We'll
you?
look it up.
I can't remember.
One game of Wolverines and a firm handshake. I bet you're regretting that trade.
I wouldn't have kept McBride.
Wouldn't you?
Nah. I got too many good guys on my team.
You probably hold a similar thought on tight ends as me.
No,
It's hard to
Nah.
keep them.
No,
there's
no.
three that if you got them, you keep them.
I'll definitely keep.
If you've got
Are you
Laporta,
kidding
obviously
me?
Kels.
Laporta's good as anybody.
Yeah, Laporta's ridiculous, man.
possible.
His stats are
And
insane.
actually, Travis Kelce is pretty hard to drop.
Oh yeah, well, it's
I mean-
it's a matter of.
And you
how-
know what? You'll laugh
matter
at
of-
this.
yeah,
We
it's a
talk
matter of
about
how
this
long-
guy,
how long he's gonna keep
the
playing.
third guy I have on that list. Because if you don't keep Laporta, you got to keep Laporta, Kels, just for one more year.
McBride is my third guy. on
No.
this list.
Not
This
mine.
I'm hot on this guy, and I know he's finally going to hit with Cousins, and it's
Well,
Kyle Pitts.
No, no.
Yeah, he will hit it.
Rim.
Nah.
Yeah,
I hope he does, but
I
I
agree
don't.
with
Who's your
Jake.
third? You
Yeah,
got
I
third,
agree
yeah.
with you.
I reckon
Kyle
Pitts,
Pitts
man.
is a
You gotta
stud.
keep-
He is a stud.
No, Trey McBride's my number one this year.
Now
Hmm.
they got Marvin Harrison. They got
That's
Michael
why he's my
Wilson.
number one.
Oh no.
He'll be tough. He's good.
I think he's gonna score a shit ton of points this year.
He's definitely.
He's good. I'm not saying he's not.
Anyway,
I don't know.
He's gonna be
Providence,
number one.
the brothers.
Ken and Wayne.
Hot
Hot
take. I reckon
Well,
they're
I'd
going
have
to keep
think
Patrick
Mahomes
Mahomes.
would be a keeper. I think
Chris
McCaffrey's
McCaffrey.
got to be a keeper.
Yeah.
This is where it gets iffy, man.
Well, you got to
Kelsey-
get Kelsey.
You got to keep Kelsey. There's your three.
you got to keep.
And
Kelsey.
honestly, I think there's one receiver you got to keep. Mike Evans.
Mike Evans
yeah.
is pretty hard.
You,
to
you
throw,
can't
but
knock him.
You know he's 1,000
Yeah.
every year. He's never
Every
not-
I'm
year.
probably keeping Mike Evans and
I reckon DK Metcalf.
DK
Yeah, I'd
probably.
probably get him too.
personally.
So you're not keeping Geno.
No.
He's going to go with one quarterback. What's on taxi
Gee,
for him?
they're already
Nothing,
talking.
the quarterback wise.
So he's got one quarterback.
pretty tough. Yeah.
It's
And
hard. Like
He
you
doesn't
could,
have a high draft.
you could
pick.
keep Gino, but he's shit.
Well, we all know what happened to you when your
Oh, I
quarterback's
know.
so
I
bad.
had heaps of
No.
And I still didn't have any.
Ken
To be
and
fair-
Wayne, they're a little bit too smart to go. I don't know. One QB.
Gino scored 330 last year. They
Yeah.
took him in the 6th round, so I wouldn't be surprised if they keep Gino because you've got to have 2
You
QBs.
gotta have 2
Yeah.
QBs.
Yeah, it's either Gino or
And you watch, I bet a
probably
lot of,
Gino or D card. So
I bet a lot of
No, Mike Evans. Jeez.
no, Mike Evans.
Oh, you already kind
I
of.
mean for the fifth,
last pick.
spot.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I bet there's a lot of guys taking 3 or 4 QBs in this upcoming draft too.
Doesn't matter how many I take, they just all get injured. So
So you want to have QBs.
that's why I've gone for the different approach in WDL. I thought if I just take different quarterbacks across every single team, they can't all get injured.
No.
Man, start playing that violin, Pete. Jeez.
Just trade him to Dover.
Yeah, the ones I usually trade to him go well, and then the one I get back falls down too. So
What do we got
defensively,
Oh, Duggar Baker definitely on safeties in the safety room.
Delpit's pretty
I'm
dang
keeping
good.
Delpit too
Man,
because I'd keep Delpit over the top of
Delpit's a
Duggan personally.
stud.
Duggar got 400 last year.
You can't throw back Bobby Wagner. Come on. No matter what. He's the number one linebacker.
He's definitely got a year in him. So there's, what's that, 4? So 3 safeties and a linebacker. That's about where it ends.
Does the other Bossa make a comeback?
Does Devin White make a comeback? Jeez.
I'd probably keep Boya Marfa actually. I
wouldn't
like him.
I wouldn't keep Boy Mafe. No way.
I like him this year. They're going to be on the field a bit.
Yeah, I disagree with that, but that's all right. Everybody's got their opinion.
I just prefer him to all the other defensive ends.
Joey Boss is...
Don't like the defensive tackles. I wouldn't keep Kobe Turner. He's lost the main reason why he was a scorer.
Well, then you definitely got to keep 3 safeties if we're struggling to get
Yeah,
5.
but Buda Baker and Delpit and Duggar are all scorers.
Yeah, I'm keeping those 3 easily.
I'd keep 3 safeties.
And I'm
And
keeping
Bobby
Bobby
Wagner,
Wagner for
God, you
sure.
got to keep him.
I don't know. Then they've got to decide.
It's a hard decision.
Caden Ellis could get a lot of tackles too.
Good
He's
thing
solid.
they got 2 heads together.
Yeah,
on that.
that's it.
And they pick up a defensive end off Taxi, Traven Walker. He's starting to make
he's
some
starting to come
progress.
good. Yeah, he is. He
And
is.
Kendra Miller might get
He could,
touches this
although
year.
they're really
I don't
building Kamara this year.
Who
as
knows?
comeback
Yeah,
guy.
I reckon Kamara.
I just the difference with Kamara, a lot of his work's done in the air.
Yeah, but I
doesn't
reckon have a
tend
big
to
year.
run the ball as much.
But Derek Carr is a pretty
Yeah.
good thrower.
Yeah, that's. I just mean like Kamara. A lot of
he
Kamara's
does. Yeah,
work comes
it is. He gets
as a
points,
receiver.
but that's a passing league now. So
I think
100%.
the toughest decision will be whether or not to throw a blanket over those like 3 receivers
Or
we
you-
talked
or you
about,
just-
or keep Gino.
Take
Yeah.
a wish and hope Joey Bosa stays healthy for the year. And
Yeah, and then defensively,
Which
he's
hasn't
gonna
happened
have
for
to
how long?
okay. If Pat is going to throw back Murray, which Jake might have some inside info, like Murray, I don't know how deep these guys would be farther back in the draft. They finished pretty good last year.
What pick is it?
I think it's
3, 4, 5.
They're 5, so it's Jared, you, me, isn't it? 1, 2, 3.
Robbie.
I
then
mean
me,
Bobby,
Then you. Then
then
Jared.
Jared,
Then them.
then me. Okay, yeah,
So-
Robbie, you.
That's a
me.
pretty good big board you got there, ready to go.
Yeah, cleaned up. Still got to make some name tags and stuff up.
Who's Jalen Carter? He's already been selected. You're trying to get it off.
Yeah, the birds actually pulled him off the board and
Can
threw
I
him
ask
on
you
the
a
floor.
question, Pete, on
Yeah.
making them cards up?
Yeah.
Are you going to make a card up for Kawan Short? Just in case.
Pretty sure he's still in the list. Actually.
Database, is he?
I thought he would have been kept.
It was.
Just in case.
You never know. Oh, look, next one is done for us. Well, look
Is
at
this
Yeah,
clown
it is.
boy? Is
Yeah,
it?
he's done it. I'd love to know who he threw back, but I'm not going into it that far.
Let's not.
Who's he got? So he's got Burrow, Purdy, pretty good QB
That's
room.
good, yeah.
Mixon, yeah, could be
He
good.
traded for Mixon with me, so I gave him a good deal too.
The gift that keeps on giving, mate.
Garrett Wilson's great as long as Rodgers
And
is
Mark
healthy.
Andrews. See, I like Likely, man, but I know Andrews is the man still. But man, Likely showed a
Oh,
lot
no,
of
Mark
promise.
Andrews.
He's
Mark,
in love
Mark
with Van
Andrews
Ginkel
has
too.
still got.
Jared loves Van Ginkel.
Oh, he's definitely the guy. But I'm saying,
he gets points.
Who's this?
Van Ginkel.
Van Ginkel. It's going to be interesting to see how that rotation works, actually. Between him, Grenard, and
Phillips is back.
Dallas. What's the name?
Oh, Turner, the
Turner.
rookie.
Yeah. Yep. That's at least a 3-man rotation at defensive end.
Yeah, but one thing about those DEs, I mean, they rotate a lot, and
Oh, they
some
do,
of them
yeah.
still score. Von
Yep.
Miller always rotated, but man, he used to get points
Yep.
because he got sacks.
doesn't get anything these days. just a
He
big,
doesn't.
just a big paycheck.
A big paycheck.
Pretty good.
Is that good linebackers?
Yeah, he's got good linebackers.
Good linebackers.
All right.
Yeah, those are all
three.
really solid linebackers.
Quay's interesting, eh?
Year, I reckon. I know she's got every opportunity to be a big point getter.
It's concerning that they went so hard after linebacker in the draft, as high as they did.
But I think Green Bay has always notoriously been big linebacker.
Yeah.
They always, back in the old 60s, 70s days, the Bears had linebackers, Green Bay had linebackers.
He's got pretty good. I like Jack Campbell. I think, man, Detroit's defense this year is going to be insane.
Good taxi.
Yeah, Campbell improves the minute Anzalani's not playing middle, but
their defense across the board is. If you got a Detroit line on defense, he's going to be good.
Any Detroit and offense.
The tank was great last year.
Yeah, but see, he's one that I think won't do as much. Like, you got Nico Collins now and Diggs.
I actually think Diggs is the one that's going to be the third.
I agree. I think
you reckon
Diggs
Dell is going to jump Diggs, and I don't think.
No, but
I just think
they pass enough.
I think he's lost a few steps.
No, but they pass enough. It doesn't matter. You can get.
I agree.
I think Diggs has lost a few steps.
Diggs isn't what he used to be, but I still think he outscores
Still
Dell.
good route run.
Yeah, but Stroud, like I said, those quarterbacks, he's used to playing with Dell and Collins.
Oh, well,
it'll take him a while to get used to Diggs.
If he throws for 4,500,
yeah,
they're all going to get fed.
Yeah, they'll all get fed.
Yep.
Schultz gets targets too.
Dalton Schultz does.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
But yeah, pretty good. Not bad.
All right. Do you need to see your team, mate?
Do we need to say before we leave that team?
No.
He did have the worst record, and he is a clown, but he did end up winning the what's the bowl? Titanic. He won the Titanic.
The inaugural clown won the inaugural Titanic.
Shout out
That's
to the
pretty
clown.
impressive.
That is a good record. First clown, first Titanic bowl winner. Yep.
It'll be hard actually to see if that ever happens again. I mean,
that's not impossible.
It's not impossible, but it's impressive.
I might make a prediction
Those
right
bottom
now.
4 teams are
I might make a prediction right now. I think we could see back-to-back clown.
Back-to-back clown.
Yeah, because he's a clown, and he might get lucky and win the Titanic.
Well, I think pretty much consensus across the board for all of us was the worst draft last year, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
If you ask him.
Isaiah Simmons in what round was it? About the 8th round or something?
If you ask him, it wouldn't have been. But anyway, all right.
But he recovered well, so.
What do I got?
All right. I'm assuming
let you guys talk.
Jared Goff and Trevor Lawrence.
Well, I've got you locked in 5 defense, and I've got you at 6 offense, so we'll see how we go. So who'd you go, Petey?
I reckon Goff, Lawrence.
Yep, agree.
Pitts.
Yep.
Cooper.
Yep. And it's between Jacobs or Cup for me with you.
If you wanted to be ballsy, I'd nearly consider Achen.
Yeah.
Who?
No, most of it's in too much.
Yeah, I've not considered him for 5 seconds.
No.
He's good, but Mostert gets
Who are you leaning towards? You've got those 4 that we both agree on. And
well, personally, I think there's a few people that still agree with me. I know Puka had a big year, but
I have no idea on Cup.
Cooper Kupp, if he plays,
yeah,
I think
when Cup was on the field,
throws to him every down.
Puka was out targeting him even when he was on the field. I'm serious. I've looked it up. It was crazy. Puka's numbers last year were freaking insane.
Yeah, Stafford and that offense could support 2
Josh
receivers.
100%. As long as Cooper Kupp still got juice. I just don't know.
Cooper Kupp still got juice.
Yeah.
I'd say Jacobs.
He looks pretty broken down.
I like Jacobs in Green Bay because they like to run the ball.
I'm not a big Jacobs fan.
He catches the ball pretty well, too.
And then defensively wise, I've got you going both your DTs, Buckner and Williams. I know you're high on Williams.
I'd have to keep probably both of them.
And then obviously Parsons and Sweat, you're a Bears man.
Probably keep both of them. You probably got the first 4.
And then Petrie just because of potential.
Greenlaw's hurt.
The guys like Whitehead and that.
Greenlaw probably misses most of the season.
Hooker now, Adams is signed there, and they've moved into the free, and Adams is playing strong, so I think Hooker's numbers will come down.
See, that's another reason why Greenlaw just to go.
Would you consider 3 defensive ends?
Greenard.
third?
You got
Jonathan
Greenard.
Greenard.
He's pretty good. But
probably not. He's good, but I'd probably keep a safety because this league safeties score like crazy.
How long is Greenlaw supposed to miss? See, that's Warner again.
Greenlaw's going to miss most of the season. That was playoffs.
It was a playoff game.
Yeah.
He's might be out,
See,
not for the year, but
Most of it.
most of it. Yeah, he's in bad
That's
shape.
Fred Warner again. Why he should be
Fred
kept.
Warner, yeah, I
know.
agree. Because
He's gonna
the
get
thing
so
is,
many
they
points.
signed Devondre Campbell, though, and he's a good linebacker.
Yeah.
Campbell
Will put up good numbers.
yeah,
this
he
year.
will be. He's taking over for Greenlaw, so he'll be good for at least the first part of the year, first half.
I
at
see.
least.
I think they've. That was. I've
What
taken
was that old-
took a funga somewhere, and that was the reason why I took a funga, because they're talking about playing him up higher.
But he's also hurt too.
Yeah, I think
He's
he'd be
come-
fine.
And what was that guy's name? Navarro Bowman.
Navarro Bowman, yeah, Navarro Bowman.
That had
Yeah,
the big-
Patrick Willis and Navarro.
No, but
Bowman,
Bowman's the
Yeah,
guy that had
he's
that
a-
injury.
Yeah,
That's like Greenlaw. Greenlaw's going to be
Yeah,
like
it was
Navarro
bad. It was
Bowman.
bad.
It's bad. He's out for a long time. So
He got pretty good taxi squad guys.
great taxi. In
Bryce
fact,
Young.
I'm not a big Bryce Young man, but he could come good.
He'll come
Well,
good this year.
he can't play any worse than he did. So
He wasn't as bad
mean,
as you
he
guys
wasn't
keep
good.
saying.
No, he's
I mean,
all right.
no,
But-
mate, they got the Bears the number one pick. I don't care. He
But
did
the
perfectly.
thing is, though, they've now got linemen. They've got some linemen. They
they got
got
a better team.
Johnson, Leggett. They got receivers. I think I could keep him down there again. I don't know. If I went and drafted Kyler Murray, because you or Robbie probably won't take Kyler Murray if he gets thrown back.
Well,
If I
depends on what Robbie takes.
If I take
Personally.
Caleb
Kyler,
Williams or Marvin Harrison. He
Yeah, that's what I mean. It depends on what Robbie takes.
well, I figure if he takes Williams, you'll take Harrison.
Maybe not. Not if
Well,
Kyler Murray's on the board.
I'll
why
be
not?
willing to probably make a side bet even with you. But anyway,
What if he took Harrison and you
You'd
got
take
Williams or
Caleb.
Murray?
I'm taking Caleb.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And if Robbie takes Caleb, I'd be surprised.
I've
if
got
he,
Caleb pretty high.
Yeah.
on
yeah,
my
but I'd be
quarterback
surprised if you passed on Harrison. I'd be pretty shocked. But
rank.
anyway,
Have you seen my quarterback situation?
all I know is if
We haven't
It's
got
not
you.
good.
if I
We
get
got you.
Murray,
You're up next. Aren't you?
Yeah. I'm-
if I get Murray at the third spot,
yeah.
I could see keeping Young for another year.
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
See,
sure,
see,
yeah.
now that I think about it. No, I've got notes on you. Yeah, you don't have a quarterback.
I have.
You've got
I've
Cousins.
got Cousins. That's it.
But like you
I don't- there's
need
nothing
another
else.
one. So
Yeah,
yeah,
there's
I, know what I
nothing
mean, I
else.
think you would take
Well,
Murray.
then-
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'd be a decision for me to.
You wouldn't take Harrison there. You can't. You take Murray.
Well, it depends.
Yeah.
All right, let's have a look at it.
Here we go.
Yep, you're definitely keeping Cousins,
I've already
Bijan,
made a
Chase.
number of cuts.
London, Moore is mine for you. You'd get rid of Waddle and Njoku.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, I'd have to agree 100% with what Jake just said. That's got to be your five.
I'm not keeping the Joker.
Well, you wouldn't keep Waddle either.
He's not bad. Waddle's all right.
Yeah,
but those other guys are.
Waddle and London were probably the
Yeah, I think London's
the
due
toss
now.
up for
London-
me.
Back.
Yeah.
I think London will have a good year. What worries me is I've got Cousins and Bijan.
That's what I know. You got 3 Atlanta offensive
Fuck
guys.
me,
That's
I am
pretty...
invested. I wasn't invested there, but I am now.
Yeah.
Well, and I know who you need to pick then with your first pick, Michael Penix Jr.
Final share just in case.
There
Yeah.
you go. Throw him on taxi, and you'll have another Falcon.
So
You
yeah,
want me to
look,
trade you Kyle Pitts? You said you love him.
I'm good, thanks. I don't want any more
I
Falcons.
might trade him to my mate
I've-
Pat.
honestly,
Yeah.
I've thought about trying to package London with something to move to break that up so that I don't have
Ooh.
that. But I can't really.
I could have a
Yeah,
look
you
at
can.
that.
I need a receiver. You want Amari
Hey,
Cooper?
you like Pittman there, don't you? That could be a possible
What
trade.
about Cooper? Amari Cooper.
We'll look at that.
Who do you like between Cooper and London?
I'd take London over Cooper probably.
For this
I think
year,
the quarter-
I don't
I
know.
think
Cooper will score more points.
Yeah, I was gonna
London's
say.
a long
Do you know,
term.
like the Watson thing.
Watson, what's wrong with him? He's a good quarterback.
I'd
He
take-
was
I'd take-
4 years ago.
You definitely.
He
Yeah.
was 4 years ago. He was. I don't know what he is now.
You're definitely taking Pittman over London.
I
Though.
think he's. I don't know.
I would.
I reckon it's close.
But I'd trade.
They're in the.
Well, you got the
Oh,
1.2.
Like, if you look at it,
Pittman's ahead of
the
London.
not by much.
You got the
There's-
1.2, don't you? If you throw that in,
Yeah, I
that
ain't doing
might sweeten
that.
it.
Forget about that. Anyway, defensively, what have I got here?
Yeah, what do you got?
I'm
there?
definitely keeping Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter. I've got you.
I'm-
You go through it.
I'm keeping Jalen Phillips.
I
Definitely.
agree. I think you're pretty high on him. So.
I love Jalen Phillips. I'm
Yeah.
definitely
Witherspoon.
keeping Kyle Hamilton.
You need to keep a CB.
No.
Funnily enough,
love CBs.
No, man.
You love 'em.
If there is a corner that I might keep, he's the one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that could be.
The reason for it. So, Kyle, he's possibly going to play a very similar role to what Kyle Hamilton played for Mike McDonald last year. So he could score freaking huge.
Like 500.
Yeah, he
That's
could.
what Mike was saying. Yeah.
he's-
Again, he's a Seahawks fan. Yeah, he said the way they're going to play Witherspoon this year, he's going to score like 500.
So
yeah.
it's in my head going, yeah, but it's a corner.
Actually,
it's
he
so
could be a
hard.
pick for me at number 3.
Yeah.
A guy that scores
That could
high.
be who I trade with if you give me. I'll give you Pittman for him.
So,
You got to keep Minka and Hamilton. That's 2.
yeah, Minka
And
Hamilton,
you're keeping Phillips and what's his name, Hunter. That's 4.
and Hunter.
And you're definitely
and-
keeping Fitzpatrick and Hamilton, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
I've got you actually keeping. The funniest thing is I've got you going Hamilton, Fitzpatrick, Hunter, Phillips, and then I've got you keeping Witherspoon.
Did you really?
I actually
he
got it
hates
written down.
CB.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, who else are you going to take out of his other
Matt-
guys? You're not going to take
Matt
Judon.
Judon.
You're not going to take
No.
Reddick. You're not going to take
Judon.
Finn.
Judon is actually very close. He played 4.
I'd take Johnson
he
ahead of
played 4
Judon.
games, man.
Yeah, I'd take Johnson ahead of Judon.
No.
If Judon's healthy, man, his
Click on
his
Judon.
points were
He's
nuts.
old. Yeah, he's old.
Click on
I
him.
don't care about old.
Well, you only need him for 1 year. Yeah, go into his 2023.
Yeah.
He had a big year the year before. Oh, that's pretty massive.
He was crazy.
He is good.
It was
Yeah,
nuts. He was
fair
scoring
enough.
off the.
I guess that's why you got the number 2
What did he
pick,
do,
but
though?
anyway.
Did he do his ACL?
No, it was a bicep.
Bicep.
Tore his freaking bicep, and then he tore his Achilles. Look what
Yeah.
he was freaking doing.
He can't stay healthy, this
You
bloke.
got to do a little bit more research on your
Look
draft
fucking go
picks.
this.
then. You keep drafting
Look at
these
those
injury
points.
guys.
Yeah,
No.
Phillips is good, but he's another injury bloke.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to start
Well,
doing.
they all get freaking hurt.
Look at. Why don't you talk to
Not
Pat?
Max Crosby.
Talk to Pat about
just plays- he plays through it.
He just plays everything. Snap your arm off, yeah. no
pre-draft. Before our draft party, talk to Pat. He could give you some pointers on who to pick.
worries.
Would not get injured.
So what? You telling me you wouldn't keep Phillips?
No, the potential there I probably would with what you got. You know
He's
who else
alright,
is actually
yeah.
pretty
I mean,
good?
he ever got to play.
He averaged more points
Yeah.
per snap than any other defensive end in the league
He's
last
pretty
year.
good.
Yeah, but he had some
You know
pretty
who-
short sample too.
You know who
Played
else?
8 games.
Yeah,
Who else is going to be good for you? Is you got
They play
Barmore.
17.
And
Yeah, no,
he
Barmore's a
scores, mate.
consideration too.
He scores.
Barmore's a stud.
Yeah.
He's a stud.
But
I just don't like keeping defensive tackles personally.
yeah,
Yeah, but you don't like keeping CBs and Witherspoon.
No. Would you keep a corner?
No.
No, right.
if I had that,
Conversation over.
yeah, you really can't.
I can't. No. There's no. I've had this argument with many people over the years. There's
You know what you need
no
to do?
corner's worth
Okay,
keeping.
I'll tell you right now. There's a few guys, 2 of them in this room, that have more than 5 defensive keepers. You got wide receivers that I'd guarantee you I would take that London.
Yeah, I'll take one.
And I'll give you one of my keepers that I'm throwing back, and he probably would do the same.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
You need to trade before the draft. And it doesn't got to be picks.
Well, I don't even feel bad about them as keepers. I've got no problems keeping Matt Judon if I keep
No,
Matt
he'll
Judon.
be good. Yeah,
What's wrong with Matt Judon, man?
He's all right. He's hurt. He's old.
He hurt last year.
The Patriots.
no, he's good, man.
No,
He's a
but-
Patriot. I'm big on him. I was just hoping you'd throw him
Yeah,
back, and I was going to
yeah.
take him.
Look at this.
No, he's good.
Look at this before last year. What he's ever
just-
since he's been with
Click
the
on his
Patriots.
2022. Click on it.
Yeah, ever since he's been with the Patriots, he's been exceptional.
What did he get? 400 and something? No, 380. Yeah, he's good.
He's good. I'm not saying he's not. I think there's better younger guys that aren't.
Yeah, well, I don't rate the youth side of things as high as some.
Let's go to the next one.
Hang on, and
You can
keep,
have fun with
and
that
obviously me taxi.
You got a good taxi squad, guys.
I think if Van Ness gets better more snaps,
He does,
Kincaid, man.
yeah, he needs to get more playing time.
Kincaid.
Kincaid's coming up this
He's
year. I'm
massive,
definitely
yeah,
bringing him up.
Kincaid should be good. Yeah,
That's
definitely.
the reason why I wouldn't even consider Njoku. So, yeah. Joey, Robbie, number 1 pick. Wow.
Robbie,
he's got it.
He's already got his defense
He's got-
sorted, so let's talk about that
Right, let
because
me
he's
see
got
the
5.
D.
He's kept 5,
Oh, Burns.
Burns,
good.
Watts.
Oh, God, those guys are awesome.
and then he's got good safeties.
Blankenship. Yep.
Oh, Blanchard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
his
not bad.
defense is awesome.
Oh, so he's done there. That's pretty
He's got
solid.
good 5 guys on D.
Quarterback
Very good.
room, you got to probably
Hurts.
flick Fields and
You
keep
can't keep
Hurts.
Fields because
Yeah.
he's not starting.
I'd
Wilson is
go
starting.
Hurts, Adams, Brown, Kamara. What's that at 4?
Brown, Adams.
I'd take
Hurts.
Adams, Brown.
Kamara, Hurts, Jones. I'd be getting rid of Swift and Addison.
Wow, that's a tough.
Jones should be pretty tough in Minnesota, and Kamara's.
You
is-
gotta almost keep Kamara. Yeah.
He got 300 last year. And he didn't have a good year.
he was. Yeah.
You're not
Kamara's-
keeping.
I'd probably nearly keep Swift over Jones.
Well, you're definitely not keeping Addison.
No, I wouldn't keep
I
Addison.
wouldn't keep Addison.
Swift
Brown,
over Jones.
Adams, Hurts.
I just,
Is a
I
bit
just
of a
like,
flip of the coin though. Like they're
yeah,
both
I
the
just
same
like,
player,
I
really.
like the Bears' offense better than Minnesota's this year.
Yeah, but Jones is probably going to get more carries than Swift will.
Maybe. Yeah.
They got a lot of
Especially
bodies.
with their
They got
quarterback room. They're going to
Johnson.
rely on.
But Swift will get catches too, so
So will Jones.
as will
Oh,
Jones.
Jones will too. Are you kidding?
Rookie
Yeah, well,
quarterback.
Darnold's freaking distance to throw is about 5 yards, so
So that's what I mean. They'll feed the running back.
I'll tell you what, Darnold is not a bad quarterback. I don't think he's as bad as you
But is
are saying.
Jake, what do you think of Sam Darnold?
not a fan.
Thanks. Is he
Um,
seeing ghosts?
Last year, I don't know how many times I put on our primetime chat how you bagged these quarterbacks and
Well,
then they threw
I'm
for
gonna-
like
I'm going to bag the absolute
every
piss out
time
of
you
Sam
bagged
Darnold.
Josh Dobbs, he scored like 40 points.
How many teams has he been through now?
A lot. But
Can't be very good.
but Sam Darnold is not a bad quarterback.
Just keeps getting contracts.
And Swift, you got
Yeah.
Khalil
I'm
Herbert,
just saying.
Roshan Johnson.
well, it's
There's a chance Herbert gets traded. There's
To
a
who?
bit of
Really?
smoke around, yeah.
from what?
From the Bears. Khalil
Khalil
Herbert,
Herbert,
the running back for the
right,
Bears.
okay.
Hey, who wants it?
There's talk. I've seen a bit of smoke with the Cowboys and stuff.
They got Zeke.
Yeah, I don't
Aren't
know.
they
I'm
all
just-
in with him?
Well, it's not like it'd cost him much.
And does Jared
Funnily
got any
enough.
leads on some of these? He's
I
usually
haven't
good.
heard Jared say anything about this one.
Yeah.
I've seen a bit of smoke around.
Nobody's
that's all.
watching any videos from the other team.
I don't know. It's a whatever between Jones and Swift. They're about the same.
Well, I don't think there's much difference between them
No.
at the end of the season. In a perfect world, you'd probably rather not be put in a position that they were your keepers either. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably hurting a little bit on offense, yeah. A quarterback, he's hurting because all he's got's Hurts. He has to take Caleb. You'd have to think.
he made the trade with me to get Justin Fields when I was offloading him.
Yeah. Oh, Fields could be, but Wilson's starting. They've already
Yeah,
said
yeah.
he's way ahead of him. And
I'd have to say Robbie takes Caleb Williams.
he's
Have
gonna
to.
have
He's has to.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna have.
He reckons he's taking Harrison.
Really?
Well, just he said it. He said it on chat a few
He
times.
did say that, but man, he's got to look at his quarterback room. But Harrison's good. I mean, yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. You can't really blame a guy for taking Harrison, but he needs a quarterback.
Yep.
Like,
Well, I think either way it helps him, whether he takes Harrison or
obviously.
Caleb, because
he needs
he
offense.
needs offensive
D is
players.
awesome.
That was
He
the
needs
problem. That was the problem. He went so heavy
Yeah,
defensively.
he's got a good D.
early
He needs
last
some
year.
offense. Yeah.
Um,
Because Adams is old. Kamara's.
But overall, pretty. This is a good format of this league type of thing where
Yeah.
everyone keeps 10
Everybody's got a
keepers,
good team.
and most of the time it's like they're all like 10 solid keepers, and
yeah.
everyone's at kind of at the same playing field until draft day starts.
I could see though this year there could possibly be a couple trades before the draft.
Could
There's
be.
a few guys.
Well,
that-
with the London rumors getting around, I might even
Yeah, I agree. Pete's got some guys.
I've looked over things for the last few weeks, and I just looked in a couple of areas to see if there was somewhere I could offload, but I don't know. The other thing is I think London's going to have a great year, so it's hard to offload him, but it's also hard to be that invested in one team.
While we're speaking of trades, have we sorted out that trade deadline?
What in?
The league in general?
There isn't, is there?
So you can trade in playoffs still, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, it was. It's always been that way. Every single league. What
Really?
difference does it make? Yes, 100%. Every
WDL is different
WDL
because
leagues
they're
are all
dynasty
different.
though. They're keeping
And
like this is a keeper
what's the
league.
name? The original Primetime didn't have a trade deadline either.
I can see dynasty because dynasty is that's a different story. So you
Well,
would trade for guys that are on contract or
Put your-
salary.
if you're in the position of holding a couple of players and you're out of the playoffs,
Mm.
doesn't it make sense to maybe maximise their potential for that season and get something back for them?
I don't have
Definitely.
a problem with the
Makes it
late
hard, though, when-
trading thing, but when the
Because
playoffs start,
it's not like you're not giving something up. You're giving up either draft
not
picks or players.
necessarily. There's been some pretty wild trades last year that were pretty well talked about. That I don't think guys are giving up much, but anyway, the NFL locks in playoff rosters where you can't add to it. I mean,
Yeah, we'll leave it for now.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I personally can't stand trade deadlines.
like this. Okay, this league here, I could see with us 10 local guys, it's staying the same.
Yeah.
Just to touch on the rip in time, you got 40 different, not 40, but 35 probably owners.
about
And
32,
some of
I
those
think.
guys will come and go. So if on the way out, I got Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, I'm not coming back next year. You want him, Jake? Oh yeah, don't just throw me Kawan Short. That's bullshit.
But I reckon that
Yeah,
would
but
get
there's-
flagged.
That's collusion.
Yeah, you can't flag
Well,
like that.
all right. Well, you can make it. a
That
little
would
bit.
be.
You
I
can
reckon the
make it-
commissioner. We have to edit.
Yeah,
it.
no, that's 100% where I've got to step in when
Yeah,
that
stuff happens.
like if you're sitting there trading Patrick Mahomes for nothing,
Yeah.
That's
That's
Yeah, fair enough.
That's just straight away reverse
yeah.
the
you
trade.
reverse the trade, you kick
Yeah.
the owner.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No worries.
That's easy
So-
to deal with.
Yeah, no, that's not a hard decision to make at all.
But yeah, no, right, so,
Yeah.
pretty
Anything
good,
else,
pretty good
lads?
first
So,
episode.
just to
I don't know how
recap.
long it was.
Yeah, look at
recap,
55 minutes.
That's
There
good.
you go.
We better get off. Just to
Where'd you see
recap,
that?
the draft party is
The
August.
Oh, yeah.
August 17th.
Yep. Oh, so August 17th for the draft party. So we're just about 1 month to the day. Just about
Okay.
4 days.
That's a
off.
Saturday.
Saturday night. Or Saturday.
Are we starting?
We'll
Last
start
time
during the
guys
day.
got here late. We need to get.
got to wear your suit.
We're
That's-
also 40 rounds this year as opposed to 50. So it will be
Yeah, it will
10
be.
rounds short.
nice.
And I think guys,
Suits.
they don't get in the door unless they got.
Yeah, suits are mandatory. It's part
Yeah,
of the
I've
bylaws.
been talking to Kenneth again this morning regarding the suit. He said he's all over it.
Right, good man.
He's up in Serena working at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So
And polo shirts are off limits.
he tried to pass off that he was going to wear sneakers. I said, mate,
Well,
you can't wear a suit with freaking sneakers.
well,
David Letterman used to host his
Yeah, he
show.
did. Yeah,
I'll give you sneakers because
Yeah.
I think I went
Yeah,
barefoot
sneakers
because
are
of my
alright.
feet.
It's- yeah.
Okay. All right.
You
Fair
can
enough.
still wear a suit, and the shoes. I can't wear those big fancy.
well, yeah,
dress
you
clothes.
wear sneakers because
I wore.
Yeah.
I took them off. I was barefoot.
Well, I pretty much got everything already.
Yeah.
The other thing I still got. Oh, I got a new set. I got a new set of shoes. That's it.
We better
That's
cut
all
it, Pete.
Everything's done.
Yeah,
So
right.
that's
No, good
long enough.
stuff. All right,
Yeah,
too easy.
but yeah, definitely turn up in your suits. August 17th. Probably starting around
Noon.
11ish to 12
11,
sort of area.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm gonna try and have everything probably cooked beforehand. So I don't know. We'll see.
And
Look,
Pat
it's
needs,
It's
to,
pretty hard to cook during the bar.
Pat needs to show up in his suit, not bring it like a little girl.
Clark Kent.
All right, thanks.
All right, guys.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks,
Pete.
eh?
Yep.